Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are cracking the code on AI teamwork. We're diving into the essential toolkits, the frameworks that let you go beyond just a single AI and start building entire teams of them that can work together.
So here's the big question, right? It's one thing to have a single super smart AI, but getting a whole group of them to actually collaborate, to work together like a real team, well, that's a whole different ballgame, and it's the key to solving some truly massive problems.
And that's where orchestration frameworks come into play. Honestly, the best way to think about them is like a project manager for your AI crew. They're the ones in charge of coordinating who does what, delegating tasks, and making sure everyone's communicating clearly so the agents can just, well, get the job done.
All right, so let's kick off our tour with our first group, the architects. These are the frameworks that are really thinking outside the box, coming up with totally new ways for AI agents to interact and work with each other. First on our list is LangGraph. Now this comes from the same team that built the super popular LangChain library, and it takes a huge leap forward. Instead of thinking in simple, straight lines, where task A leads to B, which leads to C, LangGraph builds agent workflows as a flexible, dynamic graph.
Now, this is where LangGraph really shines. That idea of cyclic workflows, it's a total game changer. It means your agents aren't just on a one-way street. They can loop back, they can retry a step, they can adapt if something changes. It's just so much better for complex problems because, let's face it, that's how people actually solve things, through iteration. All right, next in the Architect Studio is CrewAI. And this one uses a metaphor that is just so intuitive and brilliant. It lets you build a professional crew. You give each AI agent a specific role, a clear goal, and you can even give them a backstory to help guide how they behave. And, the beauty of CrewAI is really its simplicity. By defining agents with these clear roles, like, say, a researcher agent to find information, a writer agent to draft a blog post, and an editor agent to polish it, you make their behavior really predictable and easy to manage. It's a fantastic starting point.
Okay, moving on from the blueprints, let's talk about building for the real world. We're now looking at the powerhouses. These are the frameworks built from the ground up for serious, enterprise-level work where things like reliability and scale are absolutely non-negotiable. Kicking off this category, we have Pydantic AI. Its whole philosophy is bringing the discipline of data validation right into the world of AI agents. It's all about making sure the stuff your AI produces, whether that's text or data, follows strict rules, nipping errors in the bud before they ever get a chance to wreak havoc in a live app. And this brings us to its superpower. Full type safety. In plain English, that means the framework acts like a super strict proofreader for your data, forcing it into the right format. This prevents a whole class of bugs that would otherwise crash your system. It just makes your entire application more robust from day one.
Next up, we've got Google's Agent Development Kit, or ADK for short. And as you can probably guess, this one is baked right into the Google Cloud ecosystem. That makes it a natural fit for any application that needs to operate at a massive, massive scale.
But here's the real headline for Google ADK. It's built for so much more than just text. With built-in support for multimodal interaction, you can create agents that actually see, hear, and understand images, audio, and video. And that just blows the doors open for what's possible. And rounding out our powerhouses is Microsoft's Semantic Kernel. This framework's claim to fame is its incredibly smart planning and its ability to connect to just about anything, which makes it perfect for building complex enterprise bots that need to tap into all sorts of different systems.
Now this is really cool. The standout feature here is its planning capability. So instead of just reacting, an agent built with Semantic Kernel can take a big, fuzzy goal like plan a product launch and intelligently break it down into a logical, step-by-step strategy before it takes a single action. All right, for our final stop on this tour, we're meeting the specialists. These are the frameworks that are true masters of one particular domain. If your project has a very specific, focused need, chances are one of these is going to be your perfect match.
First up is AutoGen, which comes to us from Microsoft Research. AutoGen is laser-focused on one thing, creating complex, back-and-forth conversations between multiple agents. It's designed for those scenarios where the solution doesn't just get executed, it actually emerges from the dialogue itself.
So you can probably see where this is going. This is your go-to framework for anything that looks like human teamwork. Think about a team of AI software developers. One writes the code, another one tests it, and a third one debugs it, all happening through a collaborative chat.
That's the kind of complex dance AutoGen was born to choreograph.
Okay, now you've probably heard of LlamaIndex, right? It's famous for RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation, basically giving AIs access to external knowledge. Well, its agent workflow feature is built on that foundation, making it an incredible orchestrator for any agent that needs to live and breathe data. So, what's the takeaway? It's all about its incredible strength in data-heavy systems. If you need your agents to constantly be digging through, analyzing, and reasoning over huge collections of documents, the deep integration LlamaIndex has with data connectors makes it the undisputed expert in the field.
Whew! So we've just toured this incredible landscape of frameworks. But that leaves us with the million-dollar question, right? With all these amazing options, how in the world do you choose the right one for your project?
Think of this as your cheat sheet, a map of everything we just covered. It connects each framework to its core idea and its sweet spot. For instance, you can see the clear difference between using CrewAI for getting a role-based team up and running fast versus Pydantic AI for a mission-critical system where reliability is everything. This is a great place to start narrowing things down.
And to make this even easier, here are 4 simple but honestly super powerful questions to ask yourself. Start with the problem you're trying to solve. Then, be honest about your team's skills. Think about whether this needs to be rock solid for production. And finally, consider what other platforms or tools it needs to play nicely with.
And that, my friends, brings our journey to a close. The amazing thing is, with tools this powerful, the real bottleneck isn't the technology anymore. It's our imagination. So the question is no longer if we can build teams of AIs, but what incredible, world-changing problems we're going to solve with them. Happy building!